Hey everyone, if you're in South India, you've probably felt it. Something's changing in the air. Well, you're right. A huge seasonal shift is coming. The weather we've gotten used to is on its way out, and a brand new pattern is about to take over. So in this explainer, we're going to break it all down, week by week, so you know exactly what's heading your way.
Okay, let's just dive right in. The southwest monsoon, the main character of our weather story for the past few months, well, it's taking its final bow. It's in its last phase, and that's setting the stage for a really dramatic transition and some honestly fascinating weather across the whole peninsula.
All right. So, to really get a grip on what's coming, we first need to understand what's happening right now. Let's look at the big picture. What are the major weather systems pulling the strings today?
It's pretty amazing how a weather system that's hundreds of miles away can completely change what's happening outside your window. And that's exactly what's going on. There's this low pressure area sitting over central India, and you can think of it like a giant weather vacuum. It's just sucking all this moisture north. Now that means heavy rain for them. But for us in the south, it's weakening the monsoon winds that we rely on for our rain.
So you might be thinking, hang on, if the monsoon winds are weak, why did I get soaked in a downpour yesterday afternoon? Great question. The answer is something called convectional rain. It's pretty simple, really. The sun beats down all day, heating up the ground. That hot, moist air has nowhere to go but up. As it rises, it cools, forms clouds, and boom, you get these pop-up thunder showers, usually in the afternoon or evening. And that's pretty much the main rainmaker for the south at the moment.
Okay, that's the big picture. Now let's zoom right in. Let's talk about your local forecast, what you can expect right at your doorstep over the next 24 hours. Okay, looking at the forecast highlights, there's a really clear pattern here for the next day or so. All the action, all of it, is concentrated along the western Ghats. So if you're in those mountain-adjacent areas of Kerala, Karnataka, or Tamil Nadu, places like Idukki, Kodagu, the Nilgiris, you're looking at moderate to heavy rain. But the moment you move inland, say towards Bangalore or down into southern Tamil Nadu, things get a lot quieter. It'll be mostly cloudy, maybe some light showers, but nothing major.
All right, that's the immediate future. Now let's pull the lens back out and look at the trend for the whole of September, because this is where we really start to see the big shift begin to happen.
This timeline really tells the story of the change. So for the first couple of weeks, you can see the rain patterns are kind of all over the place. A bit here, a bit there. But look, watch what happens as we get to that last week of September. The southwest monsoon starts its official retreat, and right on cue, the rainfall starts ramping up for coastal Tamil Nadu. That, right there, is the turning point. It's the signal that everything is about to change, and this trend just picks up steam as we head into early October. And that brings us to the main event, October. This is the month we've been building up to. It's when the entire wind pattern over the subcontinent literally does a 180. We're talking about one of the most significant, most dramatic weather transitions of the entire year. So don't expect things to dry out. The first half of October looks like it's going to stay pretty wet for South India. But here's the key thing. This isn't just some leftover rain from the southwest monsoon. No, this is different. This is rain being churned up by new weather systems as the whole atmosphere gets ready for the big switch. You can think of it as the opening act before the headliner, the northeast monsoon, takes the stage. And the star of this opening act has a name. We call it a pre-NEM system, with NEM standing for northeast monsoon. It's basically a precursor system, a cyclonic circulation that's expected to spin up in the Bay of Bengal, and its job is absolutely crucial. Think of it as the director of this whole production. It's there to disrupt the old, tired westerly winds and help usher in the fresh, new easterly winds that officially kick off the northeast monsoon. Okay, so let's put all the pieces together. Here's the sequence of events, step by step. First, the southwest monsoon winds just fade away. They lose their punch. Step 2, that critical pre-NEM system we just talked about forms in the Bay of Bengal. Step 3, that system gets to work, reversing the whole airflow and starting to pull in winds from the east. And finally, step 4, once those easterly winds take charge and lock into place, that's it. The northeast monsoon has officially arrived, and we're expecting that to happen in the last week of October.
Whew, okay, I know that was a lot to take in, so let's boil it all down. What are the absolute key takeaways you need to remember from all of this?
So here's the bottom line. Number 1, the southwest monsoon is singing its swan song. It's weakening and on its way out. 2, in the short term, the heaviest rain is going to be hammering the western Ghats. 3, the real story to watch is the increase in rain for Tamil Nadu, which starts late this month and really gets going in October. 4, This all culminates in the grand finale, the arrival of the northeast monsoon, likely in the last week of October. And just a quick reminder, this is a long-range forecast, so things can definitely shift.
So there you have it. The winds are literally changing direction. A whole new weather season is just around the corner, which leaves just one question. Are you ready for the northeast monsoon?